Hello, David Zrutsky for the Bond Experience. Welcome back. I am back in front of the Voodoo Occult Live and Let Die location. This seems like a natural place for me to start every 007 in New York video. And yes, it's one of those. So we've got a lot on the agenda today. We're going to be taking a look at the spring line from Sunspel. We're going to be heading over to Analog Shift, see if we see some Bond watches. Heading over to Omega to see our good friend Dario and check out the new watches. And then we've got something very special. Yeah, this might be a mission. It might be a mission impossible. Well, here we are in Sunspel. This is becoming almost a seasonal habit, if you will. We're here because we're checking out this spring line. Look at that fair young lady in the background that looks very spring-like. And there's a lot to look at. So let's do a strafing route, shall we?
Merciless eyes of deceit. I've seen angels fall from mine eyes. But you yourself are nothing so divine. Just next in line. Arm yourself because no one else will save.
So one of the things I love about this is the feel, the type of variety that we have. For example, this is entirely linen, and look at that. It's almost like kind of a denim color, but very comfortable, very easy to just sort of pack away. And linen's the type of thing that even if it gets rumpled, it's fine. You want t-shirts? Yeah, so it's not just the Casino Royale t-shirt anymore. You even have these type of like Hemingway striped patterns, which is pretty fascinating. By the way, because you can't feel on YouTube yet, this is so soft. It's that Egyptian, sometimes Sea Island cotton as well. And lest you say you're a purist and you want just the Daniel Craig Royal, look at all the Rivieras. And it's not just the navy blue, you have your choice. And spring is a great time to really experiment with colors. For example, I am wearing a long sleeve knit, and you can tell it's sort of like a sage type green. I know, it pains me not to wear a navy, but it doesn't always need to be navy. Very often I gravitate to jackets, and spring is a great time to take it out. It's before the sweltering summer and you don't have to wear those puffy jackets of the winter. Look at this. This is 100% cotton right here. You may have seen this in one of the magazines and maybe even some of the celebrities wearing it. I'm kind of digging the color. And again, you see how I'm experimenting with other colors, but for you purists, you can even have this, which is a wool. But we know this already through the experience of this channel, that wool tends to breathe, sometimes even more so than cotton. So the traditional no-no of not wearing wool in spring and summer, throw it out, it's a fallacy. Okay, I found something. I found something I really like. Harrington. Now, I know what you're saying, Quantum of Solace, Harrington, etc., but this is a Sunspel one. Look at the details on this. I love that there's a kind of a striation, there's a little bit of texture to it, and that blue, you just can't lose on that blue. The underwear that I'm wearing today to walk around New York City, yeah, it's Sunspel. Sea Island cotton, navy, most comfortable thing you could ever imagine, trust me. Okay, I'm trying on this textured Harrington that I saw before. just to give it a whirl. And I think, as you could tell, maybe it's because I'm in New York City, I'm going for a gray theme. I've got a loop back half zip, and I've got these cashmere lounge pants. So I'm gonna give those a whirl. Okay, so I've tried on the cashmere lounge pants. You can see that they taper down, which is pretty necessary for me, but these are probably some of the most comfortable things you could ever imagine. It's got the nice tie right here, good coloring, nice slash pockets, the perfect airport lounge wear. I'm picking up these for sure because this is going to go on an airplane with me, and it'll keep me cozy, but it's refined because it's cashmere, and it's refined because, well, it's Sunspel. Okay, this is a huge surprise. So I had no idea that I was going to get this, but this is the matching top with the cashmere bottoms. But this hoodie is some of the softest cashmere I've ever felt. It looks great. It's silhouetted perfectly, as you can see, and this is going home with me. Yeah. Okay, I am here with Alan, and Alan, you're the director of the New York stores, correct?
That's correct, yes.
All right, so I got to make sure that I'm on my best behavior. First of all, thank you so much for your hospitality.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
This is great. Now, listen, this is a Bond channel, so we have to ask a natural question. The Riviera polos, how many Bond people do you have coming in here? Is that still a hot thing?
Believe it or not, you would think it would have kind of lost its test of time.
Yeah,
but
2006.
every time someone comes in and we start the conversation of, you know, the polo being originally designed for the French Riviera, the next thing they say, that's the Bond polo, isn't it? And so yes, it is something that quite often, still today, it comes up.
It's amazing, and I just showed like there are so many variety of colors, but
Yes.
what I found is that people come in for the Bond polo, but then they stay for everything else, and now you have the spring collection here. Exciting.
Very exciting. I mean, mostly I'm excited for some of the things that you talked about. Our twin pocket cotton linen jacket that you mentioned.
Yes.
It's performing very, very well. People are really gravitating towards it, but also our linen collection that we're getting in at the end of this month, hopefully. So
The linen, by the way, is so soft and so light.
yes, I'm excited. I can't wait to get myself out of these lamb's wool and into some linen myself.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. What is your favorite piece in the spring collection? The one thing that you would pick out and say, this is my favorite.
Okay, I think, wow. So I would say our cotton knit.
Oh,
you know,
very nice.
something that's just really great for the evening,
Yes.
throw on. Really amazing color. It works out really well, and it comes in your favorite color, navy, as well.
That's,
so.
yeah, I'm a sucker for navy. What can I say? Alan, thank you so much again. And if you're in the area, you got to come in, see Alan, see the
Please
store.
do.
You
Please.
will love it.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Of course.
So naturally, I got it.
Okay, I'm back with the man himself, James Landman, and we are back at Analog Shift. James, thanks for having us back.
Always, of course.
And by the way, hospitality, we've got coffees going, we've got Maison Perrier's, Perrier's?
Maison Perrier.
Maison Perrier. I got nothing. Are we gonna get a tour of this
Yeah,
place?
yeah. Let's take a tour.
Let's do it.
Memorabilia from Norway.
It is memorabilia from Norway. You're right. It looks very Spectre-ish.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, exactly. I'm going out in New York. This is the outfit.
Yes, that's definitely a great
Yeah.
outfit. We love the fact that there's, not only does it have the costume designer, but it actually has what it's made of. So
Yeah.
if it's wool, elastic,
fabrics,
plastic,
yeah.
yeah, the fabrics. Really well done.
Oh, that's cool. But also extraordinary that they have, kept this outfit from like 95 or something. That's cool.
Bellerophon. That's right. Okay,
But what else
is
know
anybody
about
else like super impressed with these TVs, these little TVs that
Yeah.
like give perfect context to these
Yeah.
things?
Yeah, because the reality is these like this is from 25
this?
years.
Never recognized it, from.
Would have been tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Laura, you're making another one. He needs the money. Okay, what happened?
Yeah. Looks a bit creepy.
Thanks for watching the Bond Experience. If you like what you saw, why don't you subscribe to the channel by clicking this button right here. We'll keep you up on everything new that's happening in the world of Bond. And speaking of something new, here's something new just for you, because we know you.